If your marketing agency relationships are failing, I'm going to give you some insight as to why and how you can fix it. Sorry for the weird lighting, by the way. It's early morning, 5:45. I'm going to the gym, and this is all I got. I talk to many of you guys on this channel who follow me, who book appointments with me, and we do like free consultations. And sometimes I get to work with you guys, but regardless, I have great conversations with really cool people, and I've learned the following. A lot of you have been in very traditional marketing relationships where, for example, you give somebody, let's say, a Google ad campaign, and then you give them a couple $1,000s as an ad spend, and that's what they get. They get a silo, and that's what they get to work in. And that's it. Like one platform, get it done, make it work, make it rain, bring me back money. And so like maybe that agency will do that, or maybe they won't. It depends on the agency, the niche, whatever, is your budget right? But the bottom line is that that agency is a single trick pony, okay? And I'm telling you, again, like I've told you before, that you should be on more than one platform. You never put your eggs in one basket, right? And the problem is that when, let's say, for example, you get a campaign working and the agency helps you and they get it working, what happens during a down month? What happens when, like, because by the way, it's not just like a faucet, you turn it on and it just comes out water, money all the time. Sometimes it's gonna, you're gonna have holidays, you're gonna have weird times, you're gonna have like economic things, whatever it is, it's gonna cause these like ups and downs. And if you don't have another platform that might be performing better during that time to kind of offset that, you're locked in. And so the other part I told you is that the two platforms like Meta and Google, for example, or all the platforms, help each other and lift each other up, and you get better results from all of them by using more than one, because people come in from one, then they get remarketed on another, et cetera, and that just is statistically what happens most of the time. But getting back to the agency part of it, what most people do is they see the agency as like a sort of a single track relationship. They do one thing, you make it work. And when you're talking about ad campaigns, you really want to be distributed. And here's the best way. If you can find an ads person you can trust, this is the big if, right? Because a lot of people don't trust agencies. They've gotten bad results. If I had $1 for every time that I've talked to somebody who's had been burned by an agency relationship, I would be able to retire tomorrow, like even in California. But anyway, so you have to find somebody that you can trust, like a fund manager, like an investment manager. Here's my budget. Here's my marketing budget that I'm allocating to you. And I want you to get the best results from this. Just like a fund manager would invest in like different types of, funds or whatever investment vehicles to get you results to mitigate risk and things like that. That's what a good marketing company, ad manager, will do. They will take those funds and use data, the feedback of data, to figure out over time where to allocate your ad spend to get the best bang for the buck. And that might change seasonally. If they're really doing their jobs, they should be analyzing the data over a period of time to figure out like, oh, in this season, this does, like Google does better, and so forth. And that's going to take some time. But in any case, what they should be doing is looking at that whole ad budget and then dividing it across hopefully the multiple platforms that you're using. Now, I know a lot of you are going to have trust issues with that. And you're going to be like, I'm not going to give them my whole wallet and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Then you're working with the wrong marketing agency, because first of all, you're hamstringing them by only giving them one platform, right? And then you're hamstringing them again by giving them this fixed budget that can't like scale. Like what if they get wins for you, right? What if they actually turn your $2,000 into $5,000? You should be scaling. Like if you're really thinking like an entrepreneur, as long as you have the bandwidth to fulfill on the back end, you should be thinking about like scaling your business. So at the very least, give them at least two platforms, and also let them slide the budget dynamically as dictated by data and results. This is a completely different way to think about marketing, but it's going to be how you get the best results over time for those who are brave enough to do it and who can find a trustworthy marketing agency, because I know that's not always easy. If you want a free consult and have me look at your own marketing situation, I'm happy to do it. Just use the link in my bio.